team was ready to start this game. After they lost in a stupid way on Thursday and on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Tuesday, unfortunately. So it's always like that. In that moment, the team they want to react, and they react on Saturday. They had a good reaction. Another way, 27 points in the first quarter. Then you show that you are not ready to play this game. If you are not ready to play this game here in Aalstar, mostly you have big time problems. If you see the other quarters, 15 points, 10 points are acceptable. In the third quarter, even very good defense. And then in the fourth quarter, we go back to. Copland showed all his offensive skills. It's very difficult play to stop him. In that moment, he scored 3 baskets in a row. And again, go up to 8-9 points. It's very difficult if you run behind the score the whole game. It's very difficult to come back into it. And to me, a couple players didn't reach their level which we used to see them on that level. So we have now 48 hours to recover and need to play that re-game against Liège, which will be a tough game. But we are obliged to win this. It's also one of the only games where we only have 22 points in the paint. And another way, if you have a duo of 2 point guards who make 34 points, that's a lot. It's way too much. So nothing else than start to work tomorrow for the game on Tuesday.
Well, obviously, I'm extremely pleased with the win. Like the coach said, it was after a tough loss we had in the middle of the week. But what we're learning now, and we're becoming better at, is to getting back and refocusing quicker than we were before. So we're learning as we go. We're not great at it, but we're better than we were. I think Leuven has been one of the real revelations of the league so far. And they're playing with a lot of confidence, and they're playing well together, and they're playing with a lot of players, which is not really an ideal situation for a team like us when they have so many players they're rotating, and we have some guys out and are a little bit beat up. But I was really happy with the focus and the concentration the team had. You know, if you hold, I think they're one of the top scoring teams in the league right now, too, along with us, and we hold them to 62 points. I really was happy. It's one of our best defensive efforts of the year. And now all we have to do is figure if we could play just the first, second, and fourth quarter, we may be in first place in the league. But we have real problems coming out at halftime. We've tried to stabilize our turnover situation. 15 for a running team is somewhere in the ballpark where it should be. It's a little bit maybe too much, but it's not extreme. And also the coach said, I think the 2 point guards, which is something we're going to have to do now, at least for the short term, and maybe for the long term, we don't know yet. But they played very well together. So I was happy with the effort. I think Chris Young's back, which is good to see. And of course, as has already been pointed out, Copeland is an offensive. I always say about him, he knows where the basket is. I also thought Justin came in and did some really good things defensively for us and helped us. Hans, I also wanted, when we were struggling a little bit in the first half, he gave us a little bit of a lift. So there's a lot of guys that, which I really appreciate, guys that haven't played much and come in and gets 3 minutes and manages to give us a bit of a lift is very important for us. It's a tough league right now. I mean, I just heard about Ostend losing at home to Ghent, and Ghent's a much better team than people are saying. So there's no days off in this league. Pippenstare lost by 2 at home against Mons and had a shot to win the game. It's got to be ready to play, or you're going to pay for it. I want to congratulate Leuven on the great start they're having. They're really playing well together.
But again, that third quarter, having the lead with 18 points, and they came back to 1 point ahead. Also a difficult third quarter again.
Yeah, but this time the difference is the same thing happened to us against Ghent 2 weeks ago or whatever it was. I get my get a little bit confused at the time and everything. But last home game we had against Ghent, the same thing happened. And actually it happened in Mons too. The difference in Mons in this game is we managed to get our composure and win. So we show, in some ways, we show that we're inconsistent and sloppy, but at the same time we show a lot of character to withstand the mistakes we make and come back and win. So they made a real run at us. Again, they had their momentum, and we managed to hold them off. I think they were fresher than us at the end of the game. So I think that has to do with the guys' level of character and commitment. So it was good to see. I don't like to see the third quarter, don't get me wrong, and there's something we have to do about it. But we have been so much focused on holding down our turnovers, which I think we did a better job of. We still threw some stupid passes, but not as many as we have been in the past. So that's headed in the right direction, and we're learning on the run as we do this stuff, because there's not much time to really prepare in between games. But we're doing a better job than we did before. It's not great, but it's better.